Hey guys, it's Modern Mountain Monk out here on another Saturday hiking day. You guys can see the snow back there in the background. Late October, so I gotta get my glove back on. Gotta pick up my hiking pole now. It's so nice out here in the late fall. Not very many people, and it's just dead quiet, or alive quiet, I should say. Man, I've been really busy. So it's been 2 weeks since I've been out here in the mountains, and I really needed it. Like I said before, I'm trying to find a situation where I can actually live in the mountains and not just kind of in the city and come out here on the weekends. So, I have human goals, like I've said before. I have human goals. And I think that God puts those plans out for us to achieve, and to really, God wants us to be happy, because God is us essentially. So why not be happy and full of love? So that's kind of my goal. I have lots of other goals too, but yeah, living out in nature is definitely, and in the mountains specifically, is one of my main goals. And I kind of wanted to say, I'm with you guys on this path of spirituality, awakening, love, and God. I know it can be really lonely, because most people at work, most people you see around town are kind of, they're in their anxiety, they're in their anxious mind, they're in their thoughts, they're in their agenda. A lot of people don't see how God is actually on their team. So it's not a fighting against life, it's a fighting with life. It's a surrendering into life. It's being like a servant or a soldier for God and for the light. And it's lovely to see progress in yourself and in your path. Even just from 2 weeks since I've been out in the mountains, just 2 weeks of spiritual practice, and I can sense even more of a deepening into the silence, and into, I can really feel the nature even more. And I want to root for you guys, and I want you guys to root for me. Let's just be a team on this spiritual path and make gradual progress. And I feel like that's what God wants the most, is that, as people, as a human race, we begin to see values that are more in line with, what is out in nature. Nature isn't completely peaceful, right? Lions eat their prey and everything. So, peace is not the ultimate thing, but that's a great place to start. Ooh, this is lovely. You can see the snow and the rocks, so I gotta be careful, but man, it's nice to see some snow. And I love how the snow actually makes it feel even more quiet. I think it captures the sound even more. So there's even a deeper silence in late fall and winter, early spring. There's a little stream there. I don't know if you can hear the little stream flowing underneath the ice. Really lovely. And I've been, moving to a new state is really difficult. It's really fun, but after a while you realize, I have to really make an effort to meet new people, which I've been trying to do. But it's a slow process to meet, spiritually minded people. Even at a yoga studio, um, I meet all kinds of souls. I met some people at a brewery, and they were nice and everything like that. Even though, like I've kind of said already, I try not to drink so much. Kind of ruins my sense of calmness and presence, But if people want to drink, that's up to them. And there's a lot of beautiful people who enjoy going to the breweries and every weekend and having that lifestyle. That's great for them. But I just want to go every once in a while just to try to meet people. That's really the most of the reason that I go. And kind of talking about like fighting for God, like God puts challenges in front of us. Like I said, like it's hard to find new people when you move to a new state. Also, it's hard as a spiritual focused person to like make a lot of money. First of all, I don't really have a huge motivation to make a lot of money, but also I don't really have the skills really that is required to make a lot of money. Like initially, I think it takes a while to truly align your heart with your career. I think it's really rare, especially like a spiritual one. But that's what I'm heading towards. But in the meantime, it's kind of hard to find a job that like I can do that doesn't completely stress me out, that gives me enough money for me to just like not really have to worry about money. That's really my goal, is I don't want to have to worry about it. And so I'm trying to find ways that like I dig into myself and my own strength and my own abilities, and just trying to make some side money here and there. So I have basically 1.5 jobs, or 2 jobs you could say. I'm a assistant teacher, substitute teacher, but I'm also a coach now. So it's more than 9 to 5. Definitely, it's more like 7 to 5. And then I speak Spanish, and so I've started to study Spanish the last 2 weeks again, and I've posted on Facebook that I want to do some tutoring over the weekends. So yeah, if you're interested and you want to learn some Spanish, you can contact me. Right now it's at $22 an hour, which is really low. I expect that the price will go up after I have a few students. But yeah, if you want to learn Spanish through me in kind of a natural, fun way through immersion, yeah, contact me, and that would be fun. But really, like if you have a specific skill kind of like that you have, that you can just like teach on the side, just go for it. I'm trying to do that too. Like I might fail, I want to not be so scared of failure, because that's how you learn. And honestly, I haven't failed that much in life. But I'm kind of starting to have opportunities to fail, opportunities to learn, because I'm kind of living life a little bit on the edge, like just moving to a new state randomly and just finding a random job and kind of giving up on the rat race and giving up on keeping up with the Joneses, and not really worrying about what other people think of me, and just kind of surrendering to God and love. That's really, really my goal. So yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to say today. Basically, like, I'm trying to trust myself. So I advise that others do that too. Like, really sense your gut, sense your heart, and trust where you're headed. trust God's plan for you. And so, like, if you have certain skills, try and teach them. Make some extra money. But also, like, let's be a community, you know, of spiritual people. There's so many people who are alone on the spiritual path, just because, you know, it's like probably less than 10% of people who are like decidedly on the spiritual path. So, you know, and the internet is great to connect, so let's just try to do that. And I'm kind of using this channel to try and do that, but also slowly build a sense of community. You know, I already have a couple of other spiritual communities, luckily, but none in person really. One specifically is online, but I might be putting myself in a situation where it'd be even more in person, because I plan on moving across the state to the southwestern Colorado this summer. So that could potentially put me in a situation where I'm meeting a teacher in person. But yeah, besides that, like, the more we connect, the better. So that's kind of what I want to use this channel for. And, you know, maybe we can build such a community that, like, there's a retreat center or something like that, you know? I've thought about in my dreams that, like, running a holistic health or spiritual retreat center would be amazing. Dedicated to yoga, healthy eating, meditation, hiking in nature, and you know, therapy and group conversations, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that up for now. I'm gonna say goodbye from the quiet forests and mountains of northern Colorado. I'll see you guys next time.